Daniel Berrigan is a very important person in the church. He was born on May 9, 1921, in Syracuse. He entered the Jesuits in 1939 and was ordained a priest in 1952. He published some 50 books of poetry, essays, theology studies, journals, plays, and scripture studies. He published his first book of poetry, Time Without Number, in 1957, which ended up winning the Le Mans Poetry Award. By the mid-1960s, he and his brother Phil, Dan, became a leading voice against the war in Vietnam. On October 22, 1967, there was a massive mobilization on the Pentagon. Dan took a busload of Cornell students to the protest, and suddenly, they all marched forward to face to rest, so he joined them. He had a great impact because he was the first priest in U.S. history arrested in the cause of justice and peace, and with that opened up a new tradition in the Catholic Church that continues to this day. He also ended up becoming acquainted with the Catholic activist journalist Dorothy Day. He caught 3 U.S. pilots in 1968 with Howard Zinn in North Vietnam. He was very anti-war and anti-violence. He said, "I never tried to do something to hurt a person. I tried doing something symbolic with paper." He continued protesting and getting arrested. He is inspiring to many people because he tried to keep peace around the world and stuck to his principles by going against the Vietnam War. He earned a bachelor's degree from a Jesuit novitiate. He taught at schools before being ordained a priest. He became an anti-war activist and broke into an office and burned records, which sent him to federal prison where he kept writing poems. When he got out, he kept protesting and getting arrested. A quote that inspires his call to Jesus is, "You have heard, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. But I say, offer no violence, resistant, and no one does evil." The Saint Daniel Berrigan's life illustrated Jesus' call and example of nonviolence because while he was alive, he didn't approve unresolved tension. He preferred nonviolence and clearing issues separately. God believes that there should be no violence in our lives, which is why his life supports God's teachings.